My future mother-in-law doesn't want her son to marry me because I am defective. I have a medical condition where my uterus cannot grow a lining, so I can never get pregnant. On the bright side, I've never had a period in my life. My boyfriend and I had known this since we were teenagers and talked about it many times. While disappointed, we were fine with adoption. We'd been together since we were 9 years old, 23 years of friendship that grew into romance, through high school, college, then living together after graduation. Neither of us had ever been with anyone else. We finally decided to marry because my father's health was declining, and he wanted to walk me down the aisle. His mother somehow found out about my condition. When she confronted me, she forbade her son from marrying me because I couldn't give him children. She started telling relatives not to attend our future wedding because she didn't want her son marrying someone broken. She even made cruel remarks about why I even had breasts since they'd never be used. His father was supportive, as were most relatives, but she was relentless. My boyfriend said while he loved his mother, he was torn about inviting her. We even considered a small civil ceremony to avoid her drama. Then came the confrontation. He and his father sat down with her one evening to talk sense into her. I stayed home, thinking my absence would help. I was wrong. When he came home, everything had changed. Despite all our talks, he suddenly said he wanted kids, and if I couldn't provide them, the wedding was off. That sounds like your mother talking, not you, I said. I can speak for myself, he replied. It turned into a shouting match. I packed a bag and went to my parents' house. The next day, I called in sick, lying in bed wondering how 23 years could vanish overnight. Later, I learned the full story. When my boyfriend went to get the family ring for our proposal, he told his mother about our engagement. She asked if I was pregnant, assuming that's why we were marrying after so many years. When he said no and explained I couldn't have children, she said, "This isn't going to happen," returned the ring upstairs, and slammed the door. The next day, she began her campaign calling me broken. I gave 2 months' notice at work. My last day was Valentine's Day. On March 1st, my parents drove me to Chicago, and I flew to Munich. I moved back to Germany, where I was born, to stay with friends until I could rebuild. I still had family and a support network there, people who didn't define worth by fertility. The aftermath hit him hard. He lost his job, then his house when we sold it. He began drinking in public, had run-ins with neighbors, and even ended up spending time locked up after a fight with his mother. His friend told me it was a shame we broke up, and that my ex was probably devastated. Too little, too late. When he finally called me in Germany, crying and begging me to come back, promising adoption was enough, I told him the truth. You made your choice. Your mother or me. I hope you're happy together. She got exactly what she wanted, me out of her son's life, technically out of the entire country.